It's your girl Suzette with Crafting with Susie, coming to you today with a new WIP N CHAT. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, thank you so much. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. Don't forget to leave me a comment or subscribe. And also don't forget to hit that bell so you get notifications of my next upload. I also put upload information on my Instagram page, and I will have a link in the description box below. If you've been back to see me several times, thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, today's WIP N CHAT will be all about having a baby after your 40th birthday. Yes, this is Samaya's story. Thanks for watching. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, just really quick, I wanted to tell you guys real fast. So I've been trying this out while I've been doing this painting. I bought this last year and never really used it, like, ever. But is this? So I saw Stitcherista using something similar to this. Hers was something different. I cannot even remember. But I was like, I want to know if this would work. Because it's just a sticky adhesive. It's been working. Now I had to put some in this little baggie because of course Samaya got a hold to it, etched it out. So I had to put it in here. But I just put it a little bit in the end, and I'm telling you, it only takes a tiny bit. And it lasts forever in my pen tip. Like, I'll show you, like this little tiny dot. I won't even have to use, can you all even see that? It's so small. I won't even have to use all of that. And I just put a little bit in the tip. Y'all tell me if y'all have ever tried anything besides wax. Like, I saw that some people use glue dots, the little mini glue dots. But I was just experimenting, to tell you the honest to goodness truth. And when I put it in there, I do press it in. But I was just experimenting. That's all I was doing. Just trying it to see what would happen. But I bought it off Amazon last year, and I am going to be adding ABs to this painting, which will be 34. Where that would be, I'm going to replace those with white ABs. There's only a little bit anyway. It would be this one here. So I'm just going to replace it with these. So that's my plan. There's only, you know what? I don't know why that Alexa goes off. There's only one other AB, which is number 1. And I think that is, right here. It's like a really, really pale pink color. Is this one. So I'm going to just add the white. I think that's all my house cleaning tips. Switching out the drills and me using that Loctite. So just leave me a message and put a comment. Let me know if you all use anything or have ever used anything besides wax when you're diamond painting. Now see, I'm already about to try this with some ABs, and I don't know if I should do that or not. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm not, oh no. All right, we about to find out. Let's see what happened. No, I'm not doing it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take it out of this pen here, and I'm just gonna use regular old wax. Just a tiny bit came off. Just a tiny bit of the blue came off. So I don't want to keep going that way because I don't want a big mess on my hands. So I'm just gonna use regular wax. Sorry y'all, I should have been prepared to have regular wax and I wasn't. All right. That's what I'll use for the ABs because I ain't got time to be having that Loctite come off on my AB drills. That'll be a mess. I mean, I got tweezers here I can use, but I'm fine. Alrighty, so today's WIP N Chat will be about my husband and I being pregnant with Samaya. Now, often when I talk about Samaya, I always talk about me and my husband being too old. I always say something about us being too old. But let me explain myself. Okay. So we had Christina, my oldest daughter, in 1998. And am I already lying? No, that's right. That's right. In 1998. And then we had Elena in 2001. We had somebody in 2014. So at that time, I was not working. Girl, we're gonna have to use tweezers. Look at this mess. Sorry, y'all, I'm yelling. Look at this hot mess. We're gonna have to use tweezers, bruh. That I can, It usually don't come out like that. It usually will be just fine. I can't do that. Having to clean up every drill and having to keep putting the wax back in. Okay, but back to my story. Well, you know what they say, that God works in mysterious ways. And trust me, I knew exactly when it happened. And I'm like, this is like crazy. Like, what is going on? Well, I'm going to tell you. I had a car accident is what happened. I had a car accident. My husband came to meet me at the hospital. My mom came to meet us at the hospital, and they were like, oh, we have to get x-rays. We have to get x-rays. And could you be pregnant? And I'm like, no, not me. We're good. Do what you got to do. They're like, oh, well, we still need to do a urine sample, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. We sitting in there, we're waiting. It was like seriously 45 minutes or so. And my mom was like, what is taking so long? So the nurse comes in and said, oh, just want to, go over some things with you. And then she stopped talking and she kind of looked at my mom. And I was like, oh, that's my mother. You're fine. Go ahead. It's fine. She said, well, you're pregnant. I was like, excuse me? And my mom was like, what? And me and my husband looking at each other like, that's impossible. That was what our mind was. We were like, no. And she's like, yeah, we ran the test several times. She said, the thing of it is you having the x-ray. And then I said, well, I can't have the x-ray. And she said, well, the doctor says it's up to you. And I'm like, the doctor says it's up to me. Like, I'm thinking, dude, you're the doctor. What do you mean it's up to me? And she kept kind of going back and forth with me. The nurse was, you could tell she looked nervous. You could tell. And that's probably what was taking her so long, them trying to figure out how they were going to tell me that, one, I was pregnant, but two, about the x-ray. So, making that story even a little shorter, I decided to go ahead and go back and take the x-ray. I'm thinking everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. And they were doing the x-ray because of the fact the way I was hit in the car and then my back was bothering me. I'm telling y'all, this is the honest to God's truth. When I they wheeled me into the x-ray room, I promise you, a young lady walked in with the thickest, curliest, blondest hair. And she was pregnant, and she sat up on I'm getting goosebumps even talking about it. She sat up on the x-ray table. And she said, "Oh, so you're pregnant?" And I said, "Yeah, that's what they're telling me." And she said, "And you're having the x-ray?" And I said, "Well, I kind of questioned it, but they made it seem like it was okay." And she said, "Well, I want to explain to you that this is radiation." And she said, "And the radiation is going to go from the top all the way through your uterus to your back." That's how she said it to me. And she said, "So if you have any concerns with the radiation going through your uterus, I suggest you not do the x-ray." Immediately, I said I didn't want to do the x-ray. And she said, "I'll go get the nurse." I never saw that lady again after that. Nothing. But I'm telling you, I'm about to cry. I truly believe in my heart that that was an angel that was sent to tell me not to do it. I really, truly believe that. And I've always said that, and I've never said it any other type of way. I've never even told the story any type of way. That is how I remember it happening, just like that. And I came out and I told him I wasn't going to do it. I changed my mind. I don't even remember saying anything about the x-ray tech. I just said I wasn't going to do it. And I didn't do it. And of course, you know, you making your doctor's appointments and you making sure you want to do everything right. I've never been as sick pregnant as I was with somebody. I was sick the whole time. Any kind of smells or anything bothered me. Well, next thing you know, I turned 40. Samaya is still not here. She's still not here. And because of my age and my weight at that time, I had to deliver her 2 weeks early. She was not a natural birth. She was a cesarean. I will be 48 this year, and my husband will be 52. And it legitimately is literally us completely starting over from scratch. Like, there was stuff I had even forgotten. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, it was so far removed, and you would think it's like riding a bike. No, those are lies. It's not like riding a bike. You forget. Like, even my sister, when she would visit, she'd be like, "Girl, I can't give her a bath. I don't know what I'm doing." And she has kids too. You forget. And she, I'm telling you, Elliot was the first one to hold her. And, you know, they started that skin to skin. Like, they were trying to explain to him, they wanted him to wear his gown, the shirt, the hospital shirt, backwards. So the front would be open and he had to have his shirt off. He had to have his shirt off because it was important for the baby to immediately have skin-to-skin contact. And I'm telling you, Samaya and Elliot are close. Now, I will say her and I are really, really close, but he was the first one to hold her. And, you know, she stayed in our room, and when the girls came to see her, they just couldn't believe how tiny she was. Like Elena really thought she was going to be looking almost like a toddler. I'm like, no, this is a fresh, brand new born baby. She was like, I thought she was going to be so much bigger. I'm like, nope, she's a tiny one. And I often tell people that I feel like she is, you know, what filled the missing piece in my heart from when my dad passed. I used to not even be able to talk about him without crying. And since Samaya has been here, she has just filled that hole. And I mean, for years after even giving birth to her, I'd be like, I just don't even know how she's here. I just don't even know how she's here. What happened? I remember when I asked my doctor, she said, so you're pregnant. I'm like, how did this happen? She's like, well, when two people love each other. I started laughing, like, really? And she was like, honestly, she said, this is your body saying this is it. She said, really, that's what it is. She said, it happens more often than you think. And I'm telling you, it does. So y'all leave me a comment if you all know people who have kids like 12, 15 or more years apart. Like Samaya and her oldest sister are 16 years apart. And I mean, they are all sisters. Like Samaya can hold her own with them. You know, they try to boss her around or do whatever. And she's like, no, you know, you do it yourself. She, you know, holds her own with them. And when she calls them, if they don't answer the phone, they call her back. Why didn't you pick up the phone when I called you? I had to tell you something important. I will say with her being in the house with mostly adults, her vocabulary is different. It really, really is. Anytime she's been in daycare or in school, people will say that, like, she doesn't talk like a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old. Well, that's because she's in the house with nothing but adults, you know, not younger kids or kids her age. She has just brought so much joy to our lives. Like, I don't even know what I would be doing if she wasn't here. But that's why I'm always like, my husband and I are too old. Like, I'm knocking on 50's door. He's about to be 52. And she's like, I want to have a sleepover. We're like, what? We'll be your sleepover. What you want to do? And she's like, no, I want to have a real sleepover. Poor thing. Like, when it's time to go to amusement parks and stuff, I can't be getting on the rides with her. Child, please. They be have an ambulance standing by. So I don't know. But tell me if you know anyone, or if it's your experience with having, you know, kids with a huge age gap. I mean, we really try to make sure she gets to experience different things. Like, I plan on doing the swimming lessons with her this summer. You know, she has gotten out and gone to an amusement park and stuff, but she's still in the kiddie area. She's not over where you can get on the big rides, but one day she will be. And that's why I be telling her sisters, listen, y'all gonna have to step it up. I can't be doing this crazy stuff. Y'all got to step it up. And I will say they are good about that, especially Elena. Like, she'll take Samaya with her when her and her friends are going to lunch, or they're going to the mall. You know, of course, they got to stop at the Disney store for Samaya. They have to go to the Disney store for Samaya, but they take her. They're like, yeah, she can come. They get her, they take her, and she enjoys herself out with her big sister. So Samaya loves every minute of it. But still. You want to be around kids your age too. So that's my story of my little Samaya. That's the short version of my little story with Samaya. Oh, that wasn't too bad. 20 minutes. Yeah, she is very smart. I tell her that her and Elena are twins that were just 12 years apart. They look exactly alike. I'm going to post a picture of them when it was Samaya's first day of kindergarten and Elena's first day of being a senior in high school. I love that picture of them. But, so what else is going on? The blue tacky is not that bad at all. It really, really isn't. Because sometimes you even get wax residue. I don't notice that last little piece. There was Loctite stuck to it, but otherwise, The only thing I did see that was just blatant, don't use it with your ABs. Just don't do it. You think the wax is bad, does the same thing. It comes out the tip, and you don't want that. You definitely don't want that. This painting is going very well, and I think it's going so well because of all the color blocking. It's not so much confetti, which is good. I don't mind that at all because I have gotten pretty far with this. Y'all still see I'm not using my scoop. I'm using my fingers to put this in here. I'm not trying to pour. I'm just doing it like that. I keep leaving my little scoop downstairs. I have one, but I keep leaving it downstairs. But it is going well. I just plan on getting this section right here done because I have to work this evening. All right, I'm gonna let that be my WIP for today. See, I done told y'all a good story and I done gave y'all a good life lesson. Oh Lord, anything to help the people. Anything to help the people. Alrighty guys, so that's the end of my WIP N Chat. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and hit that notification bell. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can get notifications of when I am uploading my videos here on YouTube. And don't forget to check out my Instagram page. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to always stay beautiful and stay blessed. Bye.